Did you know that thousands of classic cars and trucks are rusting away in forgotten junkyards along Route 66? These automotive treasures, once symbols of freedom and America's ingenuity, are now hidden in plain sight. Welcome, folks, to a journey back in time. I'm Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. I own a store in Seligman, Arizona on Route 66, and I travel extensively up and down, always looking for the treasures of Route 66, the roadside attractions, and as you'll see here, my love of the older cars and trucks. I love digging through old junkyards. Now, right here, what we're doing, this is in Grants, New Mexico, and I found this junkyard. Actually, what's kind of funny is the owner of this junkyard, one of his company trucks, his Route 66 towing, actually towed my truck when it broke down. So that was pretty cool. And I'm going to go back and get a closer view of all these. But all of these trucks and cars here, they had to travel on Route 66. And it's the history of the Mother Road. These cars and these trucks. I mean, you have to realize millions of people were traveling. It was how you went to the West Coast, from Chicago all the way down to Santa Monica or LA. This is how you went. And these classic car junkyards, they're getting harder and harder to find. More and more of them are disappearing on a regular basis. But I like to keep this because it's so much of the history and the beauty. You know, it's almost like we're stepping back in time. And, you know, the Route 66, or U.S. Highway 66, as it was called in the day, really was the lifeline of America, and is now home to countless junkyards where automotive history lies dormant. Time takes its toll on everything, as you'll see, but maybe some of these classic cars and trucks can be restored, or sometimes for parts, just depends. But we're going to look at the several junkyards that are along Route 66, and just a couple collections that people let you look at that I just really enjoy of the old cars and trucks. I'll also go through and try to put any kind of information, but this one here is in Grants. I want to get back in those trucks. Those trucks look awesome back there. I'm a big Ford fan myself. Got a bunch of 70s Fords, and even the older ones are really neat. Remember, I had one of my favorites. I'm trying to find, but I don't know, it's going to be a tough one. It's a 69 Mach 1 Mustang I had growing up. That's a hard one to get, but that's on my list. But you saw back here, there's just a whole mix of everything from VWs to Camaros. I'm sure you guys know a lot of these vehicles better than I do, but there's like those Fords and Chevy trucks back there. There's some VW Bugs you can see. Now this is actually over in Hydro, Oklahoma, and I was given the pleasure of going around in this junkyard, and I was escorted through. They drove me around. Really nice guys, and it's beautiful. There's just so much stuff out here. I mean, look at these old cars, these old trucks. I mean, it's just amazing. Old Chevy right there. Now this one's interesting to me. It's got to be what, 47 to 48. It's a 5-window, but it's a big truck. You didn't see many of those with the big trucks. And of course, this one's to be a Chevy or a GMC. I'm not sure which one there, but look at that. You can still see the window on the back, what makes them the 5-window. Now right here, these trucks just intrigue me. I mean, it's just the patina and the rust. There's beauty in a lot of that. Now this is all at Rust Buster's Record Service, like I said, in Hydro. Now right here, we get serious about this, folks. Look at this grass I'm going through just to try to get some videos here. But like I said, they were nice enough to let me go through it. I don't even know what all these cars are, but it's a lot of fun trying to get back here and look at them. I mean, this is the middle of summer. I believe this was in June. I was actually going back. I was on my way heading to Route 66 Road Fest, actually. And Of course, I always stopped any cool old junkyards, and I'd seen this one before. And I actually bought some, picked up some cool old Oklahoma highway signs. But just digging through all this, I mean, you can see it's a little crazy trying to get around here. But I don't know. This is just like eye candy. I just love digging around. I also buy, like I said, for my store. A lot of times I'm not buying old tailgates. Occasionally we get a car or truck. It's tough to make any money taking one back. But you know, the other thing I did get out of my wife's uncle I bought is I got a 1949 Chevy fire truck, like an 18-foot 1-ton. And we've got that running, and we'll have it fairly restored pretty quick. We're going to be taking it for parade. So I got both Fords and Chevys in the old trucks. And like I said, I love this stuff. And the hard thing is really, like I said, we need to support these places because they're becoming fewer and fewer. All the time somebody dies off or somebody just decides to sell it all off, and these cars and trucks aren't coming back. And that's one of the neat things about these places, though. If you know anything about your finances, if you go through and find something you can restore and drive, it's a heck of a lot better than a lot of the crap they're making nowadays, I hate to say. And we're just kind of driving around a little bit more. There's a little of everything. Old station wagons. You guys know this stuff. Matter of fact, do me a favor. If you see something special in there, stick it in the... what is that one? Well, if you see something special, do me a favor. Stick it in the notes for me. Or ones that you really like. There's an old Ford truck. And then I like this one. I believe is a 41. This is a Ford right here. I believe, what, 50s? And then to the right, I know it's a 41 Chevy. I love that front grille. That front grille I always remember. That grille is just beautiful. I know the 55 Chevys were big time, but the 41 grills I always thought were impressive. And here's an old station wagon. I think that's a fairly rare car. I'm forgetting the brand on it. But, oh, let's see what it says. It's a Villager. But I think I was told it was fairly rare. So you guys probably know what it is. I'm just taking some videos out here trying to share what I find. But just look inside. A little rough, but you know something, if you're looking for something to restore, the Rust Busters out in Hydro, Oklahoma might be your place, guys. They got a little everything. Oh, that's a is that a Studebaker? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know, guys. There's me. Here, one of my guys help me out with the camera. Oh, here we go. Yep. Got that 41 Chevy there going. Just those front ends are amazing. And you can see we're going through some pretty high weeds trying to get to everything. I think that's a Mercedes, I believe. I don't know what that one is. There's a pretty old one in the back too. It's a BMW maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. Mercedes, BMW, you guys probably know. Complete with sunroof. Oh, look at this bad boy. Radiator front end with the lights. Old Dodge. Just have a good time just walking around. I mean, this is one of the helpers from out there in Rust Busters. Help me out. Just gonna kind of walk around here and see what we can find. And then we've got a couple of their yards that we're going to be going by. One or two of them, one's not a yard, but one's a Tucumcari that they have a whole bunch of cool old cars and trucks that we can stop and look at. A really neat private collection. I don't know if I think he sells them once in a while, the whole car, I believe. Look at that, tree's going right up in the middle of it. Love it. Then we get some of the old cars. We did a lot of walking through here and then just did a little driving. It was I do remember it was lovely. It was at what, 90 degrees and 90% humidity or something, but it's what you got. I think some of these look like we're getting into, I think these are some, I think Mustangs. I'm not sure on those. Have to get a closer look at some of those. There's just a whole mixture here. That's just the beauty of just going through a junkyard. I mean, you know, it just never, it's just exciting. I love just going around, checking these old junkyards, looking for stuff so I can find parts or buy stuff. Oh, there's some of the Mustangs. Might have been the Camaros earlier. Sorry. These are the Mustangs I was thinking of. These are definitely parts cars, but hey, you need parts for stuff too. Look at that snub nose. That's pretty cool. Well, the COE cab over. That's a neat looking. Those are getting pretty hard to find. A lot of guys are buying those and making the old tow trucks out of them. There's a couple more trucks for you to look at. So we're just wandering through here, but this is all these cars and trucks are on Route 66. This is in hydro, which, like I said, these cars and trucks all had to go on Route 66 to get here. It's kind of, unless you know where it's at on this place, you're really not going to find it because it's kind of off the road. You can't really see it from the highway very well. You can't see it at all, I don't think. But it's called Rustbusters, and definitely worth your time to take a stop here. And they'll sell you parts or whole cars and trucks. And what I love is, like I said, it's just the history of Route 66. When you start thinking about it, you just, this is what Americana is all about. You know, it's, check this out, beauty. It's a Frazier. I don't know what year, but I mean, imagine the storage of this car. Look at the details, the craftsmanship. It's kind of shame it's in the rusty state it is, but even in the decay, this car's got a certain charm. It's a testament to a bygone era. You don't see many of those around. And just walking around and seeing what we can find here. And even found some more trucks looking at here. A few different ones. Well, folks, this has been quite a trip down memory lane. I've got a few more junkyards, a few more things to show you around here. These forgotten junkyards are more than just a pile of rust. They're time capsules preserving the peace of American automotive history. Just love looking around here. Now, make sure you guys tell me in the comments what's your favorite classic car or truck that you saw out here. Or if you have any personal stories about Route 66 or driving any of these cars on it. Now next here, this is actually a collection over here in Tucumcari, New Mexico, just outside of town. And I think it's called Memory Road Iron. Or Mother Road Iron. I'm sorry, Mother Road Iron, I believe it is. But there's some cool cars and trucks. I'll let you look around here. They also have stuff in back. I believe they might sell some of the complete cars. I'm not sure on that. But they got tons of old Studebakers and just all sorts of stuff. There we go. It's Mother Road Memory Iron is what it is. They're on Route 66. I just wanted to kind of share. This is one of my other fun ones in Tucumcari that I get a kick out of. Here's, it looks like an old Willys right there. I just enjoy looking around at these old cars and trucks. I mean, it's just, gotta get you excited when you're out here looking at this kind of stuff. I mean, this is what the Mother Road's about. This is what the Route 66 is about. The classic cars, the trucks, the people you meet, the roadside attractions. And it's just, I don't know. Now I'm going to finish looking around here, but this is Tucumcari, New Mexico. I think it's Mother Road Memory Iron. Or Mother Road Memory Iron, I believe. And then I got one last one here that I want to show you. Just a real quick one, but this is actually some needle yard. This is actually in Eric, Oklahoma. And hey, don't forget to check out this next video. I think you'll like this playlist.